Hey, what's up, y'all? Baby, listen, we're not gonna talk about it in this video. Right now, I'm playing catch up on Real Housewives of New York. New York. Yeah, the Real Housewives of New York. I'm playing catch up. I'm pretty much. I only have like 3 episodes left, so I'm almost done with the season. I started reviewing this season, and then I just kind of was like, it's not giving. It's not giving review worthy. And I was like, it's one of those shows I just felt like you can watch, but I didn't think it was enough for me to run down here, run my mouth. But the mess, oh baby, the mess hit the fan last night. Um, but I was already thinking about reviewing the reunion anyways, based off of the second half. Once they released the trailer for the second half of the season, I was like, oh, it looks like it might be okay. And then I was like, oh, I might go ahead and review the reunion. But then once they released the trailer, and once I saw clips from last night's episode, I was like, oh yeah, baby, oh baby, we gotta be in that thing. Um, so I'm thinking about going live tomorrow. Yeah, I'm thinking about going live tomorrow so we can talk about Real Housewives of New York, uh, specifically Uba and Brian. But also, the rest of what I've, seen throughout the season. But again, mostly about Brian and Uba. Girl, that was a mess. That was a mess if I ever seen one. I haven't watched a full episode. I've just been watching clips online. Well, I watched clips online from the last episode, but I haven't watched the full episode. So now I'm going back, and like I said, I only have like 3 episodes left for this season. So yeah, maybe we'll go live tomorrow. I don't know, but of course I'll let you guys know. And then, baby, one thing about it, 2 things for sure, 3 things for certain. We not really prepared for this type of weather in Houston. It makes my head spin. Because I get it. We really don't have weather like this. Um, so it's one of those things when it happens, it happens. The worst I've ever or that I recall was it Harvey? No, that was a hurricane. I'm thinking about the hurricane. No, not the hurricane. Remember, it was some years ago when it snowed in Houston. It was bad. It was kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of scary. Um, but yeah, that was the worst I can ever remember. Like we didn't have power, electricity for like days. I think at the time my sister had just had Bailey. Like when I say just had Bailey, like just had Bailey like 2 weeks prior. Okay. Um, but yeah, it's been they said we were gonna have a winter storm, and I was like, I kind of got nervous a little bit because I was like, oh girl, how is this gonna be bad? Um, and then I felt like people were overreacting. But then I also have to remember that girl, we're really not equipped to even deal with a little bit of ice on the floor. You know what I'm saying? On the ground, which is sad because you would think that after the last go around, I think the last thing that I heard, I think it had been like unfortunately, 4 deaths due to I'm assuming due to the storm. Um, it got cold for Houston, anyways. It was cold. I did think about. I was like, this is so sad. I thought about the homeless people, and I was just thinking, like, where did they go? Because it was too. It wasn't like New York cold, but it was too cold to be outside. It was too cold to be sleeping under a bridge. Too cold to be sleeping outside on the sidewalk. So I did think about folks who don't have a place to go. That's really really sad. Um, but again, with the I think it was 4 deaths that happened, and I'm assuming it was due to the storm. Um, but other than that, not other than that, but you know, I was okay. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Um, probably because I was expecting the worst. So because I was expecting the worst, because it didn't happen, I was like, oh, okay. I was kind of like, oh, it really did snow. Like, girl, no, we really literally had snow. Brittany, y'all know, some of y'all may not know my friend Brittany, but Brittany, she posted a video of her and her kids out playing in the snow. It was like real, like not like a little bit. It was like snow, snow. I was like, oh, even to like I went outside just a minute ago, and it's still snow on the ground. Um, but girl, other than that, girl, girl, they shut stuff down. You know how the girls do. I was like, you know what's so crazy? I remember one time I have another friend named Brittany. Girl, I know like 55 Brittany's. One of my other friends, Brittany, um, she lived in Colorado once upon a time, and she was saying how I remember asking her like, "What girl? What about when it snows?" She's like, "You still you still go to work?" I was like, "Girl, they make y'all drive in the snow?" She was like, "Yes." So I guess it just depends on when you live, girl. If you're used to it, you're used to it. If you're not, you're not. In Houston, honey, they're gonna shut down the schools, baby. It don't even have to snow in Houston. Of clearly, if it gets too cold in Houston, they will shut down the schools. Yes, they will. Ain't no school tomorrow. It's too cold outside. I'm telling y'all, it's happened plenty of times before. Anyways, this is my microphone on. But yeah, um, sending love to those who, unfortunately, the family of those who lost their lives. And also, I hope that everybody is did okay. Um, I didn't have any issues. Electricity didn't go out. It was just cold outside. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the mess, y'all. All right. So this is according to TMZ, Rihanna's baby daddy. ASAP Rocky, keep your plea deal. We're going to trial. So ASAP Rocky is headed to court for a GUN charge for I'm sorry. ASAP Rocky is headed for court on GUN charges. The Grammy-nominated rapper just turned down a plea deal from LA prosecutors, opting to face a jury trial instead. LA County prosecutors offered him a deal. If Rocky pled guilty to one of two felony charges, he'd serve 180 days in jail and he'd get a 7-year suspended sentence with 3 years on probation. But AR told the judge that he decided to decline to take the deal. Rocky could be sentenced up to 24 years in jail if found guilty in a trial. Mm. We caught AR on the way into the court this morning, but he didn't offer any comment. Rocky, legal name Rakeem Mayers, is accused of firing a gun 4 times at a former friend at a hotel in Hollywood in 2021, accompanied by other men. As we told you, Terrell Epfron, aka ASAP Relly, part of the ASAP mob, has gone on record claiming Rocky threatened to unalive him before he allegedly pulled the trigger that night. Relly was treated at the time for a minor injury to his hand. Police raided Rocky's home in 2022 shortly after he got back from a trip to Barbados with his partner Rihanna, the mother of his 2 sons. Oh, girl, Rihanna, girl. Why you just why Rihanna didn't stay with that billionaire? I think I remember reading somewhere that Rihanna said she wanted to have black children. Rocky was charged in 2022 with 2 felony counts of assault and semi-automatic firearm. He pled not guilty and was released on bond. Rocky's attorney, Joe Tacopina, girl, you know I would mess somebody's name up, now says that the weapon was a prop gun, a starter pistol used for show. More than 100 people were under consideration for the 12-person jury. The trial is expected to begin this week in downtown Los Angeles. Girl, some of the people online saying that they think they're about to make ASAP an example. Girl, this is oh, girl. They say that the plea deal was if he served 180 days in jail, and he get a 7-year suspension sentence with 3 years on probation. And he said, absolutely not. We taking it to trial. And they said he could be sentenced up to 24 years in jail, baby. One thing I do believe is that when people have money and a little bit of access and wealth, um, anything is possible. The rules that apply to us necessarily don't apply to the wealthy. But you not no billionaire. Your baby mama is. Okay. ASAP Rocky, you still a nigga. So good luck, girl. I don't know what's about to happen. Nigga, you should have nigga, you should have took that play. You should have took that plea deal. Because I feel like I'm with some of the other people in the comment sections. They're about to use you as another example. Girl, your ass is gone. Girl, you should have took the plea deal. I can't even say they're using you as an example, especially if you did it. Okay. What do y'all think is going to happen? We've talked about this a couple of times in Hot Topics, but I don't too much really keep up with ASAP Rocky like that. Like that, once it kind of hits the blogs, I'll mention it. Or if I see it on Google. Um, do y'all think that he's going to jail? What y'all think Rihanna's going to do? Girl, Ray, is this the life you wanted, honey? Is I mean, if you want, you should make me your girl, your girl. Hey, let me what you need. You're gonna share my world. Okay, okay. Okay, shout out to Rihanna. Good girl gone bad. Hmm. I'm really trying not to be shady to Reed because I love Reed, but Reed, girl, you sit there and had a kid. You sit there and had a nigga. You sit there and had a baby with a nigga who's still connected to the streets. Girl, they low key is a colorist, girl. And as far as I'm concerned, girl, Ree, you probably won too. I'm sorry. I'm not changing my stance on you all who you sleep with. Girl, if your man is a colorist, you a colorist. If your woman is a colorist, you're a colorist. If your man is a racist, you're a racist. Girl, if your man is homophobic, you homophobic too. If he's transphobic, you're transphobic too. Girl, I don't give a damn. Okay? It is what it is. Shout out to Riri though. All right. This is according to the neighborhood talk. Chris Brown sues Warner Brothers Discovery for $500 million over docuseries falsely accusing him of being a serial R word and sexual abuser. Neighbors, Chris Brown is not here for the false allegations. The singer has filed a $500 million lawsuit against Warner Brothers Discovery, Ample Entertainment, and others involved in the production of the docuseries A History of Violence, accusing them of defamation. Brown alleges the series falsely portrays him as a serial R word and sexual abuser, despite what he claims is evidence disproving their narrative. In court documents obtained by TMZ, Brown argues that the central claims in the series rely on now withdrawn lawsuit brought by Jane Doe, which he says was full of lies and has been discredited. Brown maintains he has never, excuse me, let me repeat that. Brown maintains he has never been found guilty of any sex related crime and accuses the producers of ignoring the truth to harm his reputation for profit. Now, girl, we're gonna stop you right there. Girl, your reputation, girl, girl, your reputation was ruined when you decided to bang Rihanna head between a washer and a dryer. Girl, well, your reputation. What's the? All right, girl. Acknowledging past mistakes, including the 2009 assault on Rihanna, Brown states he has worked over a decade to rebuild his image and take accountability for his actions. Karuchi, 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 can you come here for a second, girl? He claims the docuseries has caused significant damage to his reputation, career, and business opportunities. Girl, let me tell you something. I ain't watched the docuseries. I don't know. I do believe. Let me tell you something. I'll say this. I do not believe every single story that I hear connected to Chris Brown. I don't believe. I don't. But do I believe a lot of them? Yes, I do. Do I believe all of them? No, I don't. But we're not considering act like Chris Brown. Girl, your reputation been a mess. Girl, go ask the people at Good Morning America when they say your ass is out there, girl, busting windows and throwing chairs out throwing chairs. Go ask people at Good Morning America when they say you was at the acting a goddamn fool. Okay. Chris, your reputation been a mess. This ain't got nothing to do with it. Even if you take this away, girl, we still got other stuff to talk about even before this docuseries came out. Brown is seeking $500 million in damages, pledging to donate a portion to victims of sexual abuse if awarded. I mean, shout out to Chris Brown, honey. Oh, this is another thing too. This is an update, actually. Judge dismisses $11 million assault judgment against Trey Songz, gives singers 30 days to properly respond to lawsuit. So, neighbors, Trey Songz just got a little good news. A Las Vegas judge has dismissed an $11.2 million default judgment against the singer, giving his legal team 30 days to respond to the civil lawsuit. As previously reported, the lawsuit went ignored after being filed by Tyrell Dunn. The suit alleges that Songz and his security guards assaulted Dunn while trying to find his wife, at the Cosmopolitan in November 2021. When I say the Cosmopolitan is a nice hotel, I stayed there one time. This was after, this is when the pandemic happened. Girl, this is probably like a couple of months after, a few months after it hit and stuff started to like reopen. Girl, they was pretty much giving away rooms and flights for pretty much basically free. Girl, I had went to Las Vegas and I stayed at the Cosmopolitan and I got a 1-bedroom suite. Girl, you know what I just said? I had a 1-bedroom suite at the Cosmopolitan for $100. I think it was less than $100 actually a night. Yes. When I feel like a rich black lady. Oh, girl, I was taking a bath. Girl, I had bubbles. Bitch, I ain't know how to act. Bitch, I thought I was better than everybody. I did. I thought I was better than everybody. Girl, I was walking to the hotel with my nose in the air. Bitch, I thought I was better than everybody in the hotel, baby. Even the people that was staying in the hotel, honey. My next door neighbors, girl. Girl, okay, looking at everybody like this. Okay. Girl, it was everything, girl. It was sickening. The hotel is really, really cute. It's really, really nice. But yeah, it's a nice hotel. If you have the chance, stay at the Cosmopolitan. Oh, girl, now. Shout out to Always Amara. Always Amara stayed at the Cosmopolitan with her husband. She went on I think it was a honeymoon. I think they took like a late, even though she's been married, I think they took like a late honeymoon, and they stayed at the Cosmopolitan, but girl, they stayed on the top floor. Okay, Miss Thing stayed on the top floor with the wraparound terrace. I said, "Oh, no, I ain't making up there." Okay. I didn't make it up there, okay, but I did make it. Now I was in the hotel, okay. I just wasn't up there, okay, but I was there. Hey. Anyway, the alleged assault caused injuries and damages and left Dunn seeking compensation for medical expenses, pain and suffering, punitive damages, and interest. Song's attorneys argued that he was unaware of the lawsuit until November 2024, after fans informed him via Instagram about the default judgment. Girl, what? Girl, when your fans, when your fans have to tell you about your bills, girl, we have a problem, Houston. You know you owe a bill of $11 million, sir. Who? You? Who? Me? Yes. Who said that? The judge, nigga. They claimed the judgment was improperly obtained by a gate security guard, that service was not legally executed at Song's home. Clark County District Judge Jacob Reynolds ruled that Song deserved the opportunity to defend himself in court, and and has wait and has given his legal team 30 days to respond to the civil lawsuit originally filed against him. Song denies all allegations, and the case will proceed pending further responses from his legal team. Girl, that's a mess. Well, shout out to Trey Songz. Shout out to Chris Brown. Who else? Oh, shout out to ASAP Rocky. I guess this was a nickel edition of our topics. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Bye, y'all.